Bianca, and if you're new here, go ahead and subscribe down below. In this video, I'm just going to show you how I got this little makeup look and just did my hair, but I hope you enjoy the video. You can tell that Christmas is in full effect here in my room. I also have my little Christmas tree. I haven't put it up yet. Well, turn on the lights actually. I did put it up. Well, let me lower this volume before I start to get copyrighted. Anyways, I've never gotten the chance to do Vlogmas, and I know it's already the third day of Vlogmas, so I guess this will just be a quick little video, I guess. So I'm gonna get ready right now. My hair is in so many tangles because I went to an event yesterday for my dad's job. He works at SpaceX, so it was really fun. So I'm gonna get ready right now because my boyfriend is getting his hair done right now. You'll see the big reveal later. He went to go do it like 3 or 4 times. I don't remember. I think it's been bleached 4 times, but he went through the process 3 times. They messed him up the first time they bleached it, so he had to do it again. And I'm gonna get ready so that I can meet up for coffee and probably see like what we can do. So let's do our makeup. I got my hot cocoa and my cute little mug from Target. It was only $3, so of course I had to grab it. So, wish I had whipped cream for this hot cocoa. So I've already prepped my face. I put on like my serums, moisturizers, and everything. I use Vital C. Right now I'm just using like these little packets. But it's Vital C Repair Cream. I use the Vital C Hydrating Serum. And obviously my SPF. Foundation, I'm going in with my Maybelline Fit Me. This is my all-time favorite. I love that you can kind of build it up to like your full coverage that you want. But I use the Maybelline Fit Me, the matte poreless, and it says it wears up to 12 hours. It's normal to oily, so I do have combination skin. And I haven't noticed that this makes me like super oily, and it does really last a long time. It lasted me all throughout last night. And I used the shade 128 in Warm and Nude. The one thing I hate about this is that it doesn't have like a little thing, so you always have to pour it onto your hand, and sometimes I end up pouring too much and I'm just wasting product. But other than that, like I really love this. So I just put a little bit onto my hand, my wet beauty blender. I normally just like to pat it around and then I'll blend it. I know some people like to start with their eyebrows first, and I used to do that. It's just, whenever I would do my eyebrows first, I would always be so careless when I was putting on foundation or anything like that. So I would literally end up having like foundation on my brows, and it was just very irritating. This is one coverage, like the first initial coverage. I like to go another round just because I do have pigmentation here on the sides of my cheeks, and then obviously I'm trying to cover up my breakouts. So I normally like to focus my product more onto my like areas of concern, and obviously whenever you focus on that little area of concern, you just move around the rest of the product on the sponge. And then same thing, go another side. Move this, make sure I don't have like a random area of pasty skin. A little bit more onto my chin. I don't really focus too much on trying to cover like the under part of my eyes, just because I'm gonna go in with concealer anyways. So I try to focus more, like I said earlier, on my areas of concern. See if they're still peeking out. Okay, I think coverage is good. So then I like to go in with my concealer. This one is also from Maybelline. This one is also Maybelline Fit Me. And this is the lightest shade. I'm using 005 in Ivory. I just like the really bright look underneath my eyes. And this one doesn't make you look all like weird either. And it blends pretty nicely. I just let it sit kind of just so it can dry up, and then I'm not just spreading and wasting product and leaving it directly onto my sponge. I'm just gonna let that sit, drink some hot cocoa. While I let this sit a little bit more, I'm just gonna go in for my eyebrows, and I'm using the Benefit Goof Proof Brow Pencil in 3.5. So I just like to brush my eyebrows up. I don't really do much to my eyebrows just because I kind of like it more natural, especially if I'm not gonna go for like a full makeup look. I normally just like to fill in like the little outer parts of my eyebrows. I did wax my eyebrows, and my luck, I kind of took off some hair here, but it grew back. So I'm not mad anymore. But it's just this little applicator. It's at a slant already, so it's really nice. And then I just like to fill in the little pieces that I'm missing. Kind of like line this part. Sorry, I'm looking to my mirror, so I just like to line super lightly, and I got a little too dark there, so let's just brush it up. And then we can go onto the arch. And that's literally all I do. I don't like to mess with the front just because I have like uneven eyebrows. So my eyebrow kind of goes like down and then goes to an arch. So if I try to fill it, there's no hair there. So it kind of just looks really funny. I'm always having to concentrate on this because this eyebrow is higher. I don't know how to fix that. I've tried to like wax it lower, and I feel like it just looks funny. So I like try not to make the arch super high, and then again, just brush them out. And then I like to go in with my Sephora Gel Sourcils Transparent Clear Brow Gel. I don't even know how to say it. But it's just a little brow gel. And then I just like to brush my eyebrows. It doesn't really do much. I just like have the sense of security that it's going to stay. But it doesn't leave like that crustiness that some eyebrow gels give you. Okay, my concealer is ready to be blended. I normally do cream contour, but since I'm like a little bit lighter right now, since I haven't been seeing the sun, it kind of looks a little too dark on me. So I think I'm just gonna go in with like a powder contour just to give me some little definition. Make sure you're nice to your skin. It stays with you forever, and how you treat it now while you're younger, it'll be even better when you're older. And you wouldn't have all those wrinkles or like very creased skin. I should have listened to my mother when she said wash your face when you're younger and make sure you take off all your makeup, or just don't use makeup, because it changes your skin conditions. And I had so many issues with acne, like super bad acne on my cheeks and stuff. So, and I'm like the type of person that if I see something on my face, like I'll literally go into a mirror and start picking at it. And I've been learning not to, because seriously, like it causes such bad pigmentation and it's so hard to get rid of it. I was literally going through like chemical peels. I remember I did it in like the summer, and it's like kind of the worst time to do it just because you're out in the sun all the time and you can't hide from the sun unless you wear a hat and stuff. But I was in high school and I was in cheer and I had summer practice, so I was like kind of irritating my skin even more, which was terrible. But I started doing chemical peels. I started doing like skincare that actually helped with me. I remember I tried Curology for like a trial, and then I did see a difference, but then at that time I obviously didn't have the money to be paying for it. But then me being in esthetician school, I've kind of learned what works for my skin and what doesn't, because there's been some times where we've had like facials done at school because obviously we have to practice on each other, and I was starting to break out really bad on some types of facials that we would do. And then I came across when we were learning peels, we started doing a superficial peel, which was like very minimal, doesn't really do much, but it's also very, very exfoliating, and I guess that's what my skin needed. So the one that I did was a signature peel by Image, and I normally do it at my house since I have the products anyways, and it worked so well. I did it, I think last week. You're supposed to do it every 2 weeks, but since I know my skin and stuff like that, I normally do it every week, and I've been seeing a big difference because I had my hormones were imbalanced, so I started going on like those supplements and stuff, and it caused me like really bad breakouts. Like I couldn't even hide it with makeup or anything, and I started doing it and I really loved it. And so I've just been sticking to doing that, and my skin has gotten better. I normally get hormonal breakouts just because of my period and stuff, and I've noticed it's been helping, so now I know. Okay. So once I just finished putting on my powder, oh, I didn't even tell you. I was using the Fenty Beauty powder, and this was in Butter 02. It's a pro filter one. And I'm gonna go in with my Charlotte Tilbury contour. It's like so old, so it doesn't even have the name, so I'm sorry. I'm just gonna put it onto the corners. Can already see the warmth coming in. I really want to get the Fenty Beauty contour stick, but my bank account isn't right for it right now. So I have to make do with what I have. Now I'm gonna go in with my blush. I do use a blush palette. This one's old also. I don't even know where it's from. I think this is Tarte. I know you're not supposed to be using like expired makeup, and I'm pretty sure this is because I've had this for like years, but we're still gonna use it. I normally go for like this shade or like this shade, or sometimes I mix it, but I'm kind of feeling a little pinker, so we're gonna use this one. I kind of just put it at the apples of my cheeks and then blend through. So I just lightly swipe. Finish off with my base. I'm going in with the Huda Beauty. And then these are little like highlighters and stuff, so I'm gonna go in with the gold one and then put it on my nose. I like having that little cute button nose. And then put it on the high points. Don't you just love that? I love highlighter, I love being glowy. Put it on my eyebrow. Literally anywhere where the sun hits. And then little cupid's bow. And then for my eyes, I literally don't have my lashes. I left them at my boyfriend's, so we're gonna do a no lash look. I use my little lash curler. I'm gonna move my mirror a little closer. My eyelash curler is like currently broken, and I've seen like other girls rip their lashes off, so I've been so scared ever since. So I tried to not push as hard. And I need a new mascara because this is running out. I just miss going on those like shopping days for your makeup. I loved going into Sephora and then picking out my foundation, picking out my blushes. I love it. I've always been the type of like girl to, even when I was little, you can ask my mom or my sister, there's pictures to prove it. But I was always doing like little makeup videos or little house tours. Me and my sister literally made a house tour, and we found our old camera, and then she was my videographer. And I was the person that was be like, this is our home, like, you know, MTV Cribs. It was so funny. But I was always playing dress up. I was always in like my little princess heels, my little Cinderella heels. I think they were Cinderella, or I don't know. But I was always, it was like those plasticky ones that you would find at the dollar store. And I was always slipping in them because they were too slippery when I would walk on like the floor. Or I would always go into my mom's makeup and I would always try to play with it, or I would have her do my makeup. I always loved it. I loved playing dress up. I loved going into my mom's closet and finding like her party dresses that she would use for like weddings and stuff like that. And oh my god, her collection of heels. I'm so sad because we had to get rid of them because of a fire that happened back in like 2019. And I was supposed to take over my mom's whole heel collection and they got ruined and we couldn't take them all. But I was always putting on her clothes. I was always making up my own little imaginary world of what I was doing. And I miss it. I miss being able to play dress up, but now I play dress up in real life and I wear this out. I don't usually use lipstick, but I kind of feel like putting on some today. And this is the NYX Lingerie XXL. And this is the color Candela Babe. So I'm just gonna use it a little bit just so I can get some color. This weather is making my lips so crusty. I say a little bit and here I am lining my entire lip. Oh my god. I swear this is what I do every time I do my makeup. I'm like, oh, I'm only gonna conceal a little bit and then I end up doing the whole face. This is a really pretty color. I'm gonna use a little bit of lip gloss. I'm gonna use the Fenty Beauty Heat. This is the Gloss Bomb and it's in a hot cherry. I'm literally like out of it. I need to buy a new one because this was my all-time favorite because it gives you like such a cute pinky color. Like it's not red, but it's just so pretty. And that's the makeup look. So I just finished doing my hair. I just curled it. I'm just letting it sit and then I'll brush through it. But I'm watching the Squid Games like Netflix thing. And it's so funny. It's so dramatic the way they have like everything. And you can tell like who are their main players that are like telling like the story, or like, because you know how in some shows, like reality shows, they have like someone that they're targeting and like they make them hate each other even though there's like literally no drama or anything. And it's just so funny. It's just, it's weird. But yes, here is the whole look. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.